Mr. White has been on the hunt for a 1953 to 56 Ford for years. He has not been able to get his hands on one. Well, he finally made a deal, finally cornered one, and today we're on our way to go pick it up right now. Getting his dream truck finally.
Arrived.
Where are we? Somewhere here, there's a Ford. Oh, it's on the backside. Gotta drive around. There we go. It's a lot worse than I thought. That is a 53 Ford on an S10 chassis. And it needs a lot, holy. But he's already paid for it. It's coming home. He wants it. Oh boy. That is quite a beast. In the pile it goes. They're loaded and headed to the shop. Now here's the bad thing about bringing me to these types of deals. You know, I got asked to come and haul it for him, and it turns out he's got two Datsun 510s sitting in the garage. One's an X-race car. They've both got roll cages. Datsun 510s. I've always wanted one. So we're wheeling and dealing on Datsun 510s now. But that's not today. So we have the Ford home. And it seems there's a lot more to the story of this truck than we thought. This truck was in a shop of a friend of ours. You know, one of those friends that you really want the best for him. You just want him to make good decisions. And he can't seem to do that. So this gentleman who owned this truck that we got it from bought this from the original owner. This was an all original truck on the original chassis, and he hired someone that we know and paid him 10 grand to actually get it back like this. It's on an S10 chassis. The S10 floor is still in it, and the box is just sitting on it. Here's the kicker. This individual we're talking about, I sent an S10 pickup over to him that was a complete truck. And apparently it supposedly needed a fuel pump. And he begged me, he wanted to flip this truck, let's make some money. So I gave him a chance. And the funny thing was, what I wanted the S10 pickup for was because it was the perfect wheelbase for my panel truck. But I didn't want all the work of taking the body off, taking the engine and the powertrain off just for an S10 swap. I wasn't really into all the work. So this individual took my S10, and he's been telling me that it's still sitting at his dad's. He's got to finish it. And he said the motor wasn't working out for him, so I provided him with a cross member and brand new motor mounts to put a 350 in an S10. And what do you think this thing has? Where is it? Where is it? It seems that is my cross member I gave him, and strangely it has brand new 350 motor mounts that I provided him. So that's all that's left of my S10. It was a complete truck. Well, that's not true. The other thing that's left of my S10 is over in the scrap pile. I sent over a red S10 with canopy, had one of those 80s pinstripe jobs. That's what's left of my truck. But he's still sticking to his story of it's at his dad's and he's got to finish it. So, out of this deal, Mr. White gets his truck he wanted to build. I got my S10 chassis back that I don't have to do all the work and kick the body off and Got my cross member back and my motor mounts so that I can put my panel truck on. And I know what kind of individual this supposed friend is. As for the guy who paid 10 grand to have this done to his truck, well, that sucks. That's a really horrible ending. So my solution to this was the individual who did all of this horrific stuff. His dream car was a Datsun 510. And this gentleman has two. So I made a deal on both the Datsun 510s. Yeah, I figure that's appropriate that I acquire his dream cars, just because then this gentleman will have the privilege of driving them when I'm done. And everybody should be happy. It's messed up. It's pretty weird. So plans for this, Mr. White is now hunting for a chassis. And he's got a 302 and a T5 5-speed. He's also got a Ford automatic overdrive tranny, so he's on the fence figuring out what he's going to do. But he's pretty excited about it. I mean, they are so cool. It's such an awesome body style. Good luck, Mr. White.